You just want to do it? Are you doing it, bro?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to figure it out. You put your phone on silent or what?
I'll do it right now.
Hopefully we're not sitting too far away from the microphone.
I don't think we are.
We spent a lot of time trying to do a better job with the audio, putting a limiter filter and a suppression filter and,
See what we sound like this time.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I don't like how it'll get really loud in like one little second and then everything will be echoed for like 10 minutes and then it'll get loud and it'll go back to normal. I'm just like, why is it doing that? I don't know. I wish we were a tech of some sort. But yeah, I wish I knew more about it.
We're just two guys with passion, you know.
No, stop.
Drive us through. I don't have a liquid death this week. I got a little Arnold Palmer over here, dude, you know.
I have like this much rock star left. Am I gonna die?
I'm just keeping it real today.
It's like crank. It like keeps my heart beating. I like if I stop drinking it, I'll like. You ever seen that?
Yeah, he like had to like have sex with this girl like in public to like keep his like heart rate at a certain level and shit.
That movie's like, dude. That movie fucking sucks. But it's actually like, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good movie.
I enjoyed it. I got some entertainment out of it for sure, bro.
It's actually weird because last night we were talking about movies. Me and Vincent came over. We were talking about movies and I was asking him if he's seen any of these movies and he pretty much told me like they're all a waste of time to watch, and I was like,
never, dude.
I was like, okay, like, all right, man. You know, it is. They are objectively a waste of time, and so is everything else. But it's an interesting thought. I was thinking about that a lot. I was like, what's a waste of time? What
isn't a waste of time?
What constitutes a waste of time? You know, is it seeing a movie you haven't seen before? Is it because I put on Total Recall afterwards, and I was like, what movies you guys want to watch? There's all these movies, and I was like, fuck it, I'm putting on Total Recall. I haven't seen it in a couple of years, but to say I've never seen that movie before would be like a fucking understatement. Like, you know,
definitely,
I've seen it like 20 times. So, you know, was that a waste of time? Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. But
is burning Superbad into Tim's TV for fucking
burning the time, the silhouettes of like the dance, like it's just
I had my eyes on you for a while. That was like the best part, dude. I had like songs burned into my head, dude. Just like that screen on that TV.
Yeah, watching that movie like 750 times, like that could be a waste of time. That could be considered a waste of time. Fucking, you know, spending a second on the internet doing anything other than learning could be considered a waste of time.
Spending hours in your room playing kendama until you're the fucking champ could be considered a waste of time.
It could be considered a waste of time. You know, playing fighting games and never being sponsored or having anything come of it.
Placing top or like doing anything like as an achievement could be a waste of time.
But I don't know if any of it is a waste of time. Maybe playing the new Guilty Gear would be a waste of time. I'd consider that a waste of time. No, I'm just kidding. That would be like, there's not a whole lot of like, I wouldn't give anything the label waste of time other than that. No, I'm just kidding. I like how that's like my bit is I always talk shit about the new Guilty Gear, and then like low key I'm gonna like get it and I'm gonna like play it and I'm gonna act like I've never played it before. And you know that happened to me once, right? Bro. I went to the comic book shop in Esco when those they like the new Esco crew of like FGC guys. Like,
is this the one at James's shop?
Not James's shop. It was at oh man, it was not even there anymore. It was a sad story. It was like a trading card board game shop, and they had like a big, it was on Grand. The real estate it was called Gaming on Grand.
I had
the real estate there was probably like so much money. I feel bad because like people were trying to make it work, but you know,
was it during COVID at all too?
I think they even went out like before that day COVID happened.
Okay. Maybe that was a factor.
No, I think it was before COVID. I think it went out of business before COVID.
Damn, that's a shame too.
It did go. Maybe not before COVID in Asia. Like maybe like it technically was like
right when the memes started
November, December or something. So like technically like it was already kind of a thing. The lab leak like had already happened and like shout outs to like doing something for nothing. This is gonna get demonetized now because like there's some AI just listening to that. Like, but no, I mean. Yeah, I mean, come on, like, let's face it, like, let's get real here. No, but yeah. So I mean, that place was really cool. Actually, I thought it was cool. I wanted to take my fucking arcade cabinet there and like just leave it there, and then they never got back to me about it. But James, the other Comics Lounge, that guy actually hit me up on that take, and he has it there, so that's cool.
Funny story, I went in there last week and saw him for the first time and saw the A2 cabinet, was like raving about my friend Rico, who's like really good. He's like, that is Rico's cabinet. I was like, what the fuck? It like blew my mind, dude.
Yeah.
Small world sometimes, dude.
Yeah. I was like, hey man, like, you should like, if you got room for it, you should have it here. People might like enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know? I played it a lot when it was at the house. I'd play it like an hour a day. It was,
dude, hell yeah.
It was crazy. Like I'd get off work before I do anything. My dog would be like pissing her pants and like shitting on the car behind me, and I'm just like, hold on, dog. I gotta give a Shin Akuma one chance, because you can play them. You gotta beat. You can't lose a round. You have to score a certain amount of points, and then you got to fight an extra person. So like, there's a rival. You have to. If I'm playing Ryu, I have to fight Sakura in between Ken and Sagat. And she's kind of hard, but if you can not lose a round, you get to the end, you have to fight Shin Akuma, and he's like, it's pretty much Akuma, but he has like a Jason Voorhees NES colored gi instead of like a black one. He's got like this like purple gi, and you're just like, oh shit. He does so much damage, bro. And the AI in that game is like unreal. It will always get touches on you because it reads your inputs, and then because his damage is so much more like just stupid, like a level 1 super will like take off 90% of your life.
Jeez.
So he just, it's a wash. I've never beat him,
dude.
I've never beat him, and I got good enough to where like, you know, maybe 15% of the time I could get to him, and I still would get washed. That's crazy. I'd get washed, bro. If I change the setting to an easier setting, I don't know how hard he is, but I'd always do it on expert. So if I changed it to like dummy mode or something and I could get to him, maybe he would be easier, but I'm trying to beat him on expert.
So, I got you.
And I've never done it.
Was that a waste of time, dude?
That could be that could be an epic waste of time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it shouldn't be worth my time, but for some reason it is. You know what I mean?
I feel you, man.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like cinema is probably I think it's the hardest
art form.
It's the hardest of all the medias to like really, like, obviously you can put something out there that's okay, but to make something great, like a movie, to tell a story that movie that is like truly worth the like you know, like if it got like nominated, you know how many times like Best Picture is just a complete utter shit show.
It's just something you put on a movie to sell the fucking.
Yeah, like you're just like this isn't Best Picture. No. This is the Best Picture of the year. It probably is. That's the fucked up part about it. But like, it's not that good.
I feel you.
Like, to make a great movie is really hard, and I have a lot of respect for it. Let's put it that way.
Definitely.
But I can see where, you know, some of those Marvel movies are like just a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
They are.
They can be.
But
they can be entertaining as well.
Yeah.
I feel like as bad as they are, is there some good graphics and some cool special effects and some shit that could keep someone entertained? Yeah. Maybe just not me, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some of them I'm like, fuck. This was just fucking.
It all goes back to this, too. People are like, do you watch superhero movies? And I always say, I love Iron Man 1, dude.
Iron Man 1's alright.
That's one of my favorite movies,
Iron Man 1, I think all the Captain Americas are alright.
They're pretty good.
I think they're alright.
I like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. Those are some of my favorite movies, except for the third one. The third one kind of fucking went down there.
That'd be a waste of time.
That first one, dude.
Red fucking
Nickelback, bro.
Huh?
A fucking hero can save us, dog. Come on, bro. That's like 2 in 1, bro.
Dude, people shit on Nickelback. They're like, listening to Nickelback's a waste of time. It's like, dude, is there a more like rock and roll North American band? And people are like, they're Canadian. It's like North American. Like, let's be honest,
dude. In 8th grade, they allowed us all to bring in CDs to school to show people like who you were raised by and like what music you were like into.
Did you put that Nickelback song with
dude?
Like, I blew alone on her thighs in the fucking. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one is that?
There's like a song talking about like a girl that's just like a whore, and there's like gum on her dress, and
that's
like,
the best.
Have you ever heard?
No, I've never heard.
Come on, I love listening. Like, I don't listen to music that much. Like, I guess I consider it kind of a waste of time, but like, I always like talk about these like weird songs that people, and they're like, oh, like I've heard that song. And it's like, that's what it's about. It's like, yeah, it's about like a domestic abuser who like beats his wife to death or some shit. And I'm like, what? I'm like, do you even listen to music, bro?
Okay, me and Megan had a point to this. Like, we would talk about it too, because she grew up in a Catholic school, and it was funny because sometimes I forget what song it was we were talking about, but there was some fucking pretty dirty songs back in the day, some hip hop dance songs, and she's like, man, I used to just be like a little girl like dancing at the school dance, like, yeah, this song's the best, and it's like about like getting raped and like
get like fucking laid down in a field of grass. You're like, wait, what? Like,
oh my god, yeah, it's like you just don't even really listen to the lyrics sometimes. Sometimes you're just into the beat and fucking how it makes
like,
you
what
feel.
What does making whoopee mean? It's like, come on, dog, you know what I mean.
But anyways, back to the story of me bringing Nickelback to school. All these kids are bringing in like Jay-Z and like Beyonce, all these radio hits.
How
and
about
like,
fucking like Linkin Park or something?
I wish
cool?
there was no. It was all hip hop. When we grew up, dude, if you were anybody, you were listening to hip hop, and they're like, "Okay, Brandon, it's your turn. What'd you bring, dude?" I'm like, check out this Nickelback CD, dude. Everyone just laughed at me. They like broke my dad's CD, like threw it at me. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that's the first day I learned. I was like, wow, dude, maybe this is a waste of time, dude.
People are
like,
opinionated.
Yeah.
There's some opinionated people in this fucking room, dude. I try not to be too opinionated, but you know, of course, it always comes out.
We all have our opinions, right? Like, we all can be on our little pedestals, fucking holding tight to what we believe, dude, but you gotta be open, man. You gotta.
I don't know. I used to love anime,
something.
and now I can't watch it to save my life. Like, I'll be watching an anime, and I'm just like, fuck. The thing with anime that really, and you could say the same thing about movies, obviously. Like, this is like a linear criticism, is that like all the stories are kind of told. It's like,
just retelling the same story, kind of.
Well, all stories are basically the same fucking stories. Like, you know, if you go to like philosophy and shit, you go like what's like that one guy? What the fuck's his name? My brother's all into him. He talks about all these archetypes and like the hero, the fucking the trickster, the what's it called? Like, so like all these stories are like, they're pretty much like plug and play. Every once in a while you'll see something that's different.
Definitely.
And you're just like, whoa, that's fucking wild. You know what I mean? But most of the time it's kind of the same shit. So like, I'm watching an anime and it's like, I've seen this before. It's called fucking this. You know what I mean? Like, it's somehow got better animation and it's worse at the same time. Mm-hmm. And like, it's
you don't have to try as hard on the story when the fucking graphics look so good. I always feel like.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just enjoy, if I'm gonna watch an anime, I kind of especially now they're like not just 26 episodes. They used to like try to like condense an anime like a manga that was like kind of long, or even if it wasn't even a long manga, but they wanted to like use that story some way, they would like make just a season of it. It'd be 26 episodes no matter what. Like in the fucking, you know, late 80s or like early 90s, that was the like cookie cutter anime like storyline arc, was like 26 episodes. Every single anime was like that. You couldn't get any more funding. I don't know what the deal was, but there was no appetite for anything longer than one season, and a season was 26 episodes. That's what it was. Trigun, Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop, fucking whatever the fuck you can imagine was one season, and it was 26 episodes long, and it was fairly palatable.
Do you think that maybe part of that was that they didn't have a way of binge watching? You know what I mean? Like, nowadays, anime, you can just go on a fucking Netflix or Hulu and watch fucking 15 seasons in like 3 days.
Well, I think what they were trying to do was not do the like Naruto, One Piece, like we caught up, we have to just make filler. So they weren't trying to do that.
Okay.
So what they would do was try and leave it at a point that was like a cliff out, I guess, you know, like Baki the Grappler or like Berserk, right? Berserk was like a classic one where you're just like, it ends on like the 13th book and it's just abrupt and it doesn't make any sense because they didn't like, you're just like, what? I actually liked it though. I liked the original Berserk anime. because I felt like you didn't know what happens, but he doesn't die there, and it's like you have to think back to the first episode to realize that wait, he doesn't die in this like hell. You know what I mean? He doesn't die there. Like, how does he survive? It doesn't matter how he survives. What matters is that he does. And that like fill in the blank part like really was cool to me. I was like, wow, like who knows what happened. I thought that was a good shortening of a manga into an anime. And I don't know, a lot of people shit on it now because they're like, have you seen the one with the like computer graphics and shit? And I'm just like I don't give a fuck. I already watched it once and like, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like,
definitely.
I'm not gonna fucking
waste your time.
I'm not gonna waste my time. Waste my time by watching the other shit. Like, you know, it's kind of crazy. Everyone's got a waste of time. Everyone has like a different waste of time.
Yeah.
And it's like
something that means so much to you can mean so fucking little to someone else. And
yeah, like, almost I like fucking trolling around, like watching different movies and like kind of like you know, so I'm a lot more easier to entertain now than I ever have been.
I think so. I feel you.
Like I'm way more easier to be entertained because like, you know, life's short.
I feel like when you're younger, you have this like I like horror. I listen to hardcore. You have this thing that makes you you. And as you get older, you realize, dude, I'm just who I am. And
like your identity kind of crumbles.
Yeah, you're like, I like so many things. And you kind of have to like, you know, fucking widen your palate a little bit, dude, and like try something you don't like to maybe see if you do like it. Or
I try sometimes. I've like I read before Infinity War came out, I went back and read Thanos Quest and fucking Infinity Gauntlet and like tried to figure out who that fucking one guy was, like trapped on another planet. I like tried to like figure it all out. I read it and I was like, this shit fucking sucks, dude. I'm like, this shit is like I'm like, he's just trying to impress Lady Death.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's kind of cool if like you're a fucking jackass.
Putting the fucking pussy on the pedestal.
No, dude. That's not even what it was. I don't even know what it was. It was pretty much like the Thanos story. Like, hold on, let me go down the road with this for a little bit. Like that Infinity War movie, as shitty as it was, the story was kind of better. It was straight up fucking better. And I'm not saying that I liked how they brought everyone back from the dead. I thought that was fucking the puss out. I think they should have killed like all those people. That would have been so sick. But the fact that they get murked, I don't know what it is about movies and like trilogies where like they lose. Are my favorite. Empire Strikes Back. Hopefully
about that though.
No, hopefully the sound limiter like cuts that fucking douchebag on a bike.
Fucking Dom and fucking what's his name are racing by right now, dude.
Right. I want to see if that actually came through the mic. Because if it didn't, I'd be impressed. I'd be like, wow, this shit works like for real. But no, you know, like, what was I going at? There's the movies where they just get bodied. Those are the best movies. Like they just lose. Like they fucking the heroes just get their fucking ass beat, and it's like just a complete and utter shit show. Like those are the best. Like even in One Piece, like C-Body whatever, like Kuma just like fucking
blast them all to their own.
Dude, it's so fucking sick.
You don't realize at the time what he's really doing.
Yeah, but like you know what I mean. Like they just get their ass handed to them. Like I thought that was really cool because up to that point, like no matter what the circumstances were, they always would come out on top. It's like, come on, this is kind of bullshit.
I feel you.
So getting served to them is like, those are my favorite types.
I feel like the only problem I really had with it was the movies just skip a lot of the cool stuff that the comics actually went in on. Where in the comic book, people that were going against this big baddie, sometimes it's like we're all gathering together and we're all gonna beat this guy. Some of these heroes is like, nah, dog, your only job, like Doctor Strange, teleport massive groups of people to different like planes to set up like a plan. And I thought that was really cool in the comic because it was like, dude, some of these guys are helpless outside of the fact that they can maybe transfer some people or like, you know, do one little thing that changed the whole tide of war. And I thought that was where the movie missed it for me. It just seemed like there was no like
I didn't like that
strategy.
I didn't like the second Thanos movie, whatever the fuck it was called, Endgame, because of like the Captain Marvel part where she did that shit. I was just like,
there's agendas now.
I was like, wait. I was like, in that movie, to this day, for whatever reason, I want to give it a shot. and I put it on, and I've tried to watch it 6 times, and I fall asleep. I started it once, like in the middle of the day. I was like, okay, this is how I get past the part where her and fucking Nick Fury go to the underground base. I was like, I can never stay awake past that part. I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna like drink a Rockstar and like eat a snack. Don't get full because that could put me out. I'm like, I'm just gonna eat a snack, and I'm like gonna be hungry for more. I'm gonna like sit up, and I'm gonna sit in a chair, and I've never fallen asleep in a chair in my life. And like as soon as they go into like the underground basement where they're like sneaking around, I'm just like I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I don't know if there's like a weird like. Maybe it needs to get like studied by like a hypnotist or something, because like there's something about it where like I cannot stay awake. It's so shitty. This movie, it's what's so wrong? Bad. Like I like bad movies. Like there's something about them that
bad movies are the best.
Because there's some redeemable quality. Like you know, one movie that was kind of shitty that I liked was like The Human Centipede. Did you ever see that movie?
God, no. Oh, I'm so scared of that movie.
I like that movie. It was kind of shitty, but I liked the Japanese guy's story about how he abandoned his family, and then he felt like he was like living out some like karma thing for doing so. And like I don't know if he was supposed to be the main character, but like I kind of identified him as the main character, even though like he didn't even really have that many lines. But they did go into it. They went into all their stories, but the other girls were like meaningless. Like they didn't truly have like a place as like a. The story wasn't really about them. I feel like the guy who had the most story was the Japanese guy, for whatever weird fucking reason.
Okay, but
I thought that part was pretty interesting. And then like the rest of the movie was like, okay, like this is kind of weird, but you know, it wasn't that bad.
Have you ever seen The Boy?
The Boy?
Yeah.
No.
See, I have this thing for really shitty horror movies where like,
yeah, me too.
You just have to watch them sometimes. Like I remember, oh god, there was one called The Hole. I had to find out, dude. And it was just a fucking hole, dog. Like, it was so bad. We were freaking out at the end, me and Megan. We were like, dude, I love a movie that the title of the movie is the fucking whole movie. Like, it's just a hole in the ground. Like, it was called Hole in the Ground. That's what it was. It was just a hole in the ground, dude. It just didn't make any sense, dude. But I was better for watching it. I'll tell you that much right now, dude.
Have you ever seen Cannibal Holocaust?
I've heard.
Dude, that movie's fucking wild, bro. That movie is like
change your fucking life or what, dude?
I only watched it once, and you couldn't pay me enough money to watch that shit again. It was so hard to watch, and like on the cover it's like banned in like 30 countries or some shit. And you're just like, what? And then you watch it and you're like, oh, they're killing animals. And it's like it doesn't have like no animals were harmed in the making of this film. Like
holy shit.
They shoot a pig with a shotgun. They stab this little like marmot with like a knife and just kill him, and they cut this turtle's head off and then cook him like in a stew. And I don't know if they were doing this shit on purpose. It's one of those like found footage films.
Okay.
So like,
oh my god,
they purposely show those animals actually getting killed to like trip your brain out. Whenever you see the violence in it, it almost seems real. And the found footage is actually filmed in like the type of film that it is. But I like the story. I think it's a good movie because it's talking about like there's these people in the Amazon who are cannibals, and they're like, you know, they're like, this was like a genre, like I don't know if you've ever seen The Hills Have Eyes.
I have, yeah.
So like the idea is that like everyday normal people can be savages, just like these in the original one it's like this family that got abandoned, right? And then in the new one they're like nuclear power fucking like freaks or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same idea. It's like these guys have like all these, this modern family has all these like virtues and they're all like good, and the one guy is all like right wing, and then like the little liberal guy is like anti-war, like hippie. And then once he's put in a situation where he like doesn't act in like a violent way, his family gets killed, and at the end he like just hand to hand murders like these people like systematically, like so like you get put to this brink.
Damn. And
like even someone that is like supposedly has so much culture or like has all these like you know, these like I'm not a violent person, I'm not, but you get pushed to the brink and you'll stab someone to death. What the fuck? And that's how the movie ends. The old one, he's just sitting there. The guy's already dead and he's just stabbing him over and over and over again. It's almost like Last House on the Left.
Oh wow.
Last House on the Left was like their daughter gets raped by these like criminals and like they kill them all, and it's like supposed to show you like how far it's like a genre. It was like that 1970s fucking like everyday people getting pushed to the brink, and you like so like I mean these were made during like the Vietnam War and shit, and like supposed to show like I don't know. When I watch a movie, I try to understand it. I'm not like, you know what I mean, like I'm not like a movie like critic or anything, but I try to understand what the point is. Like I like watching movies because I actually think when I'm watching them. But that fucking Cannibal Holocaust movie, dude, it to this day there's this rape scene in it, the most brutal shit. And it seems so real because you see the turtle get its fucking head cut off, and you're like, they're really killing people. And then they show this rape, and you're just like, oh, and you're just like, is this real? You know, you start like
second guessing.
Yeah, you're like, fuck, is this real? Like, is that real? And then the girl, because they like do that to her, like their tribe like kills her, and you're just like. And it looks so like it's so convincing because it's filmed from far away. Damn, the people are like laughing about it. That's how fucked up it is. It's like these people are supposed to go like do a film study on the Amazon and these cannibal tribes in the Amazon and how they're like not human, how they're not civilized, how they're not what's it called. But once those people from the city, they're from like New York film students, once they go out there, like it shows what they're capable of and who really has more. Who's more civilized?
Really,
who's more civilized, the cannibals or these people like, that are just fucking in their own right savages? You know, it's a really good movie. The problem is that like it wasn't made up to like what you would think would be standards because they're killing animals and shit like, and they're kind of objectifying like a real tribe in the Amazon. I think those people were real.
Damn,
I'm not even joking. I think those were like real. It was filmed in the Amazon. Like it really was.
There's a lot we don't even know about the Amazon. So like, I believe that they could be real.
It was a fucking insane movie, bro. And it's worth watching, but it's not easy to watch. And if you couldn't stomach it, like I wouldn't tell anyone like you're a little bitch because you couldn't watch this
Definitely.
Movie. Because it's hard to watch. But it's good. And the message is like it's a good message. But like what were we talking about? Movies?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's a total waste of time. I wouldn't like.
Sorry for wasting you guys' time.
Yeah, this if you're listening to this podcast, like you're wasting your time on a level like this. It's like,
oh god,
you know.
Well, let's talk about another waste of time, dude. Let's talk about the fights that happened yesterday.
Dude, that shit was fucking godlike, dog. I was flipping between the Alpha Aggression tournament,
dude.
The UFC fucking Bobby Knuckles fight, and the fucking that. Thriller fucking pay-per-view, but I paid for that shit. I fucking pay for that shit.
You have to, bro.
And then Cody was all like, people actually pay for this. I like don't know if someone like tipped him off or like if he got wind
like that you bought it, dude.
It was like, oh shit. Like,
he's like, I mean, you gotta, if whatever you find entertaining, you know.
I love a freak show, dude. That's my all time. Like, shit, you know what? I'm consistent. I'm fucking consistent as shit because I've always been into freak show fucking fights. They've always been my favorite. There's nothing better than a good freak show fight, and by golly, was that. And I like quick fights too. I hate ones that last. I actually thought it was pretty badass. Jake Paul just fucking sent Ben Askren to the land of winds and ghosts.
Just dude. Fucking influenced him into the ground, dude, or what, dude?
It was so sad. I was like going to bed and I was like on YouTube listening to like the post-fight media scrum, and Ben Askren's like, they're like, do you feel like you let down the MMA community? He's like, no. He's like, I feel like I let down the world. I was like, holy shit, dude.
That's pretty fucking heavy.
It was. He's like, everyone hates Jake Paul, and they wanted to see him get pushed. That's
pretty true.
No, and he didn't even say they wanted to see him lose. He said they wanted to see him get pushed to where he like showed signs that he wasn't really a fighter. He's like, and I couldn't. Damn. And I was like, damn. I was like, dude, it was so crazy.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
It was crazy, man. But you know what? He got paid, man. He got paid more than he ever got paid in his whole.
That's a freak show for you, though, right?
That is, dude. That's the best.
That's what the fucking.
They used to pay Fedor $1 million to fight fucking like Zulazino or like these fucking random ass like 300, 400 pound, like just fatties, dude. And they was like, I love that shit. I love it.
That's fucking badass, dude.
I love it. All the fucking Sengoku Super Hulk tournament was one of the greatest things that ever happened. It was just these like freaks, and then someone who weighed 100, like they were all like 400 pounds, 300 pounds, like just these random monsters, behemoths, dude. And then some little tiny like pro wrestler that weighed like 185 pounds at the most, like soaking wet, like with a towel on, like he weighed like 185 and he beat everybody's ass. I was like, this is so badass, dude.
That's
like,
fucking crazy, bro.
It was crazy. And at the end, he was actually fighting someone who was like super legit, and he knocked him out. Like it was, Jeez. And the guy like never been finished, and that guy's whole career like went downhill after that.
Wow.
You remember Sokuju? That he was like he looked like a predator. Actually. Yeah, back in the day, he started knocking everybody out like in Pride. Towards the end, he like knocked out Lil Nogueira and like all these people. He was just this like knockout artist, dude. He was just this fucking savage ass striker, and like everyone was scared of him. And in that Super Hulk tournament, like it was supposed to be him and Gegard Mousasi to like get to the finals, and he got injured. And then Minowa Man, dude, this pro wrestler, fucking made it all the way there. And at the end, the fight was super lame, and at the end there was like a minute left, and he just went ham on him and just caught him with this like short left hook and dropped him.
Oh my days!
And punched him like one more time. He was fucked, and then they stopped it. I was like, wow, like you know what I mean? Like this is like top notch freak show shit, like you know late odds Japanese MMA. Okay. Like I loved it. I was always about it. I've always liked it, and I feel like these Triller stupid YouTube, like, you know what it's like? It's like how like this, like Japan doesn't really do that much anymore, but like America's like starting to do it because like Jake Paul's like this stunt boxer, and he's like trying to like get everyone to hate him, and then he does these pay-per-views and people want to see him lose, but somehow he like picks people who he kind of knows like doesn't really have like a good
someone he could win against.
Yeah, Ben Askren has never thrown a punch in his fucking life. He's a fucking Olympian. He's an Olympic freestyle wrestler.
Wow. Okay.
So his whole career he never threw a punch. Like that's why he picked him.
Damn. Okay. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So like it was pretty smart. But like it's almost like how in Japan and how like in Korea there's all these boy bands, and it's just like you always look at like, what's the new thing gonna be? Like, let's go to Japan. Like, let's like find a new trend. Like, let's go like see what the new trends are, and then come back and pitch it to like American companies and try to like get ahead of the trend and like make all this money on like stupid shoelaces or like some stupid shit. And somehow Asia is still stuck in like 1990s American boy band shit. You're just like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, you guys are supposed to be the future, and you're like just like trying to be like
the future's boy band, bro.
It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it trips me out.
We all had that phase, dude. We all fucking got caught up in that shit, dude.
But like in America, is that still a thing?
I mean,
like, it's not really. It's mostly like in Asia.
It is. I think it's because like we're so on to the next, and here in America. And, like, they know when they got something good, and they just fucking hold on, dude.
They haven't realized it's, like, a giant waste of time yet. Yeah. This only leads to, like, your producer being like, hey,
dancing
you gotta show me your dick. Wait, wasn't that the story of, like...
Every boy band that was ever created by one guy... I forget the guy's name, man, but he was, like, a business mogul. He, like, invested in fucking, what are those blimps? He was like a big blimp guy, made a bunch of fucking money off of a blimp he bought that like crashed into the ground. He like put insurance on it and like made millions. What? And just started creating boy bands, bro. NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, fucking 98 Degrees, O-Town.
He bankroll them, right?
What?
He'd bankroll them?
Yeah,
and he had like I remember I've heard the stories about how he'd like get them to like, hey, come over and watch Top Gun. I have a private movie theater like in my house. Like, come over and watch Top Gun. And then he'd like be like, let me get that dude, dude.
You guys want to be in a band, dude? Speaking to the mic, they're like, "Oh my god!"
I've heard stories.
Let's hear your vocals, dude. Yeah,
you know that shit doesn't only happen to fucking females.
Oh no, it does not.
You hear the horror stories. Dude.
Yeah, a lot of these boy bands, man, and the saddest one, dude, Aaron Carter, bro. That motherfucker still has not come to terms with that shit, dude. And look at him now, dude. Got like face tats and shit. He's like, I love that man. He's the greatest man ever.
Groom him into like wasn't he like.
It was his poor brother that got groomed the worst.
No, he's like
Carter, dude.
He's like, look, dude, like you're gonna have to like start pulling your dick out and shit to like these guys in Europe. We're like, what? Tell the story. You know what
he pretty much told these guys that like in different parts of the world they do business different. And he's like, they're gonna want to see your dicks. And he's like, but the best part is I'm gonna help you through this because I'm a psychology major. I'm gonna help you get through this, dude. He's like, wouldn't you rather do it with me than anyone else? Like, it was like crazy shit, dude. It was fucking crazy, man. And these guys were hungry to make it, dude.
Oh, I thought you said they were hung.
No, like, wait, what? No. They were hungry to get in this fucking boy band shit, dude.
I bet.
And it sucked too because once they all, dude, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys fucking flew to the top, dude. And none of them have any money to show for it. This dude literally took everything from them, dude. It was fucked up, bro.
Just stick to the plan.
Stick to the fucking plan, boys. Like, never stray from the path, dude. You stick to the plan, dude, always. Oh, shit. Gosh, damn it, this is so bad. Why are we talking about shout outs to blimps, though, dude. I'm like about to fucking invest.
I've never find some like insurance scam or just like buy something and like it's overvalue
like,
it and
like legs and then just
burn it to the ground and be like, there's no evidence. It's sad though because
this guy got his best friend into it too, and he invested like everything he had, and they loved blimps. Like they were on the blimps, and as soon as that shit crashed and he got that insurance money, he kicked that dude out. Didn't give him any money. Like this guy like ruined some guy's whole dream. Just
like
to
Zuckerberg and that other Facebook guy. Yeah. He like just fucked that guy over.
You know, money, dude. That's a big factor in like letting go of best like childhood friends and shit, dude. It's like, what do I need a fucking friend for? Now I got millions of dollars, dude. Like, it's fucked up, dude. But yeah, man. Fucking Japan knows, dude. Fucking boy bands, bro.
Yeah, Korea too.
Korea, dude. Fucking.
Is it BTS? Isn't that like a big?
It might be.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm not.
Shout outs to Dice. That's the
I try not to waste my time on stuff like that. So like,
I respect that, dude. I respect that.
You know,
I love it, dude. I love it so much. I love Madame Kumaze, dude. Filipino Palace, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Grandma's Boy. It's a
Grandma's
Boy. It's like, where's all our money for rent, dude? He's like, I love them so much. He's like,
dude, that's like, you can't talk about that shit right now.
I'm sorry, we're canceled. Dude.
Yeah, dude. No, dude. What's the other part, Grandma's Boy, where he's like talking about his girlfriend or whatever?
Oh, the fucking rabbit fur on his dick, dude. Dante, me and my girlfriend saw you on TV last night. He's like, oh, by your girlfriend, you mean that piece of rabbit fur you rub on your dick at night? He's like, yeah.
That movie's so funny.
Everyone's met that guy before, though, dude. Right? Yeah. That just like has to lie to like fit in and shit, dude. I remember finding out about that at a young age. Like, this kid was like, oh, dude, I got the fucking new game system that came out, dude. You're like, what? Like,
I'd hear about it, but wait, hold on. What are you gonna say?
This guy, people would just lie to be cool.
They go to the swap meet and buy like a game cast and like,
like, oh, bro, I got this new, what is it, the new game cast? You'd be like making it up and shit. You'd be like, yeah, I got that shit, dog. You'd be like, yeah, how do you have that shit? Doesn't even exist. He's like, oh shit. You're like, why are you doing that right now? Like, why did people just have to fit in, bro? They gotta like, hey, dude, I'm not wasting my time over here, dog. I know the new cool shit, dog.
There's like things where you can be confused of like endings to things. You get like, there's like memories that you can remember differently.
Mandela effect, like, dude, right? Like, just not what that is.
The Mandela effect. I know. I mean, yeah, but
where you like swear at somebody, but it's like not, and it's just like implanted into your brain from like other people thinking it's the same thing and shit.
Well, there's like, I remember whenever you first showed up last night, I was talking about how the guy got his finger kicked off in an MMA fight. And I thought that they found the finger in between the fence and the thing. But then once Vincent said they found it in his glove, I was like, oh yeah, they did find it in his glove. But then there was another story where a guy's foot got stuck in between the cage, like got stuck there and he couldn't get up and the guy like beat the fuck out of him and like he's like, my foot's like stuck, and they're just like, he couldn't move his foot, like it got stuck.
Oh my God.
So like I was taking that story and like
I do that all the time.
You know what I mean? Like
I do that all the time.
Your memory is just dog shit. Like you can't remember anything.
I think to about the age of 15 or 16, you hold as much as you can, and then it just starts deleting
that's
shit.
It,
like,
dude. That's it, dude. And even those memories start to go. It's like, damn.
Start meshing together and shit, and it's just, you're all fucked, dude. You don't even know who you are anymore, dude. Where you came from, dude. You're like, what the fuck is real anymore, man? Exactly. How old am I, dude? That's the one thing. Like, how old am I? I never know, dude.
I stopped celebrating birthdays a while ago. I did. I
remember.
I'm 32,
about that, dude.
I'm 32.
I'm 32. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was 33 this year, bro.
I thought, I think that.
It's so bad, dude. It's like.
Well, I'm trying to do the math in my head. And like, if you're born on like a 9, you know how fucked it gets. So you're like, you're trying. You're like 1.5. It's like,
yeah.
How old am I? Like,
I don't know if I already told this story on the podcast, but the other day we were gonna go buy some alcohol, and like I put it on the counter, and she's like,
"You're just one eye blinking over and over again right now, dude. It's like freaking me out."
I'm like, trying to I'm like seizing up right now. I'm like, I asked the lady. She goes, "How old are you?" And I'm like handing her my ID, and I'm like, "Old enough." And she's like, "What?" And I'm like, I'm fucking 21, dude. Then I'm like, wait, I'm fucking 30, dude. I'm like, I'm 31, bro. Like, I freaked the fuck out. I didn't even know how old I was, dude. It looks so burnt. She's like, who are you, man? I'm like, fuck, I don't even know anymore, dude.
That happened to me the other day, too.
I thought I knew, dude.
No, it pissed me off. Like, we were at Stone for someone's birthday. Like, Oscar's cohort, like, group that is... I guess it's not her cohort, but there was a person that they went to, like, training for the whole, like, group of interns.
Okay.
So she went to like a different lab, but they were still friends from when they did the training thing. So like she had a birthday and she invited Oscar and me, and we went there, and it was at a small gathering at Stone Brewery. I've like never really been there before, but
yeah, it's a waste of time, dude.
It pretty much is a waste of time. Like if everyone freaks out about how cool Stone is, it's like maybe if you have a dog that like will die if you leave it at home, it's a cool place to go. But like otherwise, like it's not that fucking cool.
It's barely okay.
I've been there a couple times. It's okay. I've never been there in the daytime. I don't know what it looks like. I just know at night cool. It looks kind of interesting. But we're there, and I don't drink. You know what I mean? I think it's a complete utter waste of time. So fucking. We're there, and they're like, "Where's your ID?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm not drinking." She's like, "Where's your ID? Like, show me your ID." And I'm just like, what are you talking about?
There's like, beer in the batter on the chicken.
I don't know. Yeah. So I was just like, I don't have my wallet. She's like, "Where's your ID?" I was like, "I'm 30 something years old and I don't even drink." And she's just like, and then walks away. And I was just like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you're stupid. But then I feel bad because the girl whose birthday it was, like, she had to drive herself home. And, like, everyone's like, buy, like, a fucking rack of beers. You know, they buy those, like, tasters.
Yeah, dude, you want to fucking feel cool, bro, right?
They're like, buy this, buy that. She's like, I don't really know if I want to drink anything because I got to drive home. And they're just like, drink, drink, drink. And I'm just like, you know, you don't have to drink if you don't want to, right? And everyone's, like, trying to be all weird to me and shit.
Like,
and I just, like...
Can we get another table for this guy to go sit at, dude?
My like straight edge tattoo started like glowing in the dark. Like, what's that? Like it was like he's like nah, that shit. That always trips me out whenever I see people like peer pressuring people and like giving shit.
Yeah, that's a little weird, dude.
Like, come on, guys. Like, she doesn't want to get a DUI. Like, leave her alone. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Be like, well, because everyone wants someone else to get a fucking DUI.
Join the Dewey Club.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Nah, you know how many people I know have DUIs,
oh, God, too
bro?
many fucking people I know. One of our roommates, my dad's roommate, she has like fucking like 7, dude. She just like keeps getting him, and like they just like let her go now. They like don't even give a fuck.
I'm the only person in my family who like in my whole family like
that's never gotten one.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Maybe my dad hasn't.
Knock on wood, I've never.
My dad hasn't. I can't, but you know, I'm not gonna
twice, bro.
But you never know. I might get like fucking roofied and like drunk for some reason, and like not pass a sobriety test and like get like.
Dude, it could happen, bro. You could eat a fucking poppy seed bagel, dude, and they're like, "What the fuck, dude?" I swear that was like a thing, dude. People were like,
"That was from Seinfeld,
dude." Is that real though?
Yeah, she like fails a drug. She like fails a drug test, and then. She's like, but I don't do drugs. They're like, the bagel is like, gosh, it's so good. Or it's a muffin. I think it's a muffin with a muffin
poppy seed one or some shit.
Something like that.
That sounds terrible, actually. A poppy seed muffin.
Maybe it's a bagel. It might be a bagel.
Well, either way,
because New York is like
fucking shit too. I don't fucking fuck with those at all, dude.
Yeah, but supposedly the bagels in like New York are like
next level,
religious, like or something. It's like
shit.
It's supposed to be like. The best,
the bageliest of bagels,
it's the bagel capital of the world, or like
dog.
It's where it's like the origin. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. People talk about it. They're like, you've been to New York? I'm like, I think I was there one time. They're like, you get a bagel? I'm like, no. They're like, go back. Never been to New York then, dog. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. I was like, all right, man, calm down.
Yeah, bagels are all right. I don't really fuck with much bread for breakfast, dude. You know what I mean? Like, even like I
used to eat them a lot more. I like a bagel. I'm not gonna bullshit. I like a bagel.
I will eat a bagel if my work picks up bagels. You bet your ass I'm gonna fucking eat a bagel. But am I gonna go out and get a bagel for breakfast? Probably not. I don't eat. This is another thing too. Donuts. I don't fucking eat donuts anymore, dude.
I fucking love donuts.
Bro. I don't know what it is about them.
I love donuts.
A good glazed, and I'm good. That's all I need. But all these fucking Snicker, Butterfinger, I'm like, you eat one of those, dude, I'm convulsing on the fucking ground, like shaking.
I'm not into candy that much. Like chocolate candy, I don't like chocolate candy, but like donuts, bro, I don't know what it is. Dog. The last time I ate donuts, it was the best shit. Oh my god! So did I even tell you about Choco going to the hospital?
You went to get fucking.
I was like, you got sick, Choco? We're going to fucking the hospital. No, it was bad, dude. So she was puking. This was Sunday night. I come home and I like look to the left and like the whole living room is full of like there's like
piles of
7
shit.
Puke spots, and I'm just like, fuck. I'm like, what did she get into? Like grass, you know? I'm like, well, maybe she's done. Because you eat grass as a dog, you know, you get kind of sick for like an hour.
Well, they do that because they are sick. It's to like calm their stomach. But that's why it's an attempt for them to stop feeling sick. But that's a sign when they're eating grass, you know that they're sick.
Well, I've never seen this shit before in my life.
Fuck, bro.
She was puking, and I was like, maybe she's done. And then she drank some more water, and it was clockwork, bro.
Ugh, terrible.
She puked like 30 times, and I was like, this isn't right. So we went to the vet, and we went to Escondido. Hey, are you there? Oh no, the vet's leaving for the night. Like, I'll give you a list of places. We call San Marcos. They're like, we're at capacity. We call Poway, and they're like, go ahead and come through, but the wait's like 3 hours. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck. I was like, okay. Choco's just like shaking and like just puking. We're driving there, and she's not throwing up while we're driving there, but as soon as we get there, dude, she like throws up on Oscar. She throws up like all over the fucking car, dude. We're just like putting blankets down, just like having her, bro. And she's just like, and we're waiting for hours, bro. Like, it honestly took like 4 hours. So we got there like at 10:30 or like 11, and it took till like 2 in the morning for them to take her in, and we were like, fuck. And I don't know if this is normal, but that was the craziest. Like, I wouldn't want to be a goddamn veterinarian at a 24-hour place.
No,
dude, people were just peeling into the parking lot and like carrying these like dogs, just like dude, like I was like, Jesus Christ, this is fucking insane. This is crazy. And they're like, there's all these emergencies. Sorry, we'll like get to you when we have a chance. Dude, dogs were coming in with like just getting run over, fucking poison. Like, it was we couldn't even go to the lobby. We had to sit in the car the whole time.
What the
Yeah, because of COVID. Gosh, so everyone had to sit in the car. We filled out the paperwork. We told them what was going on, and then we just sat there. I tried to sleep. I was sleeping as much as I could. I just wake up and someone's just screaming like, "My dog's dying!" Yeah. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? It was so intense, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It was like, I was like, God damn, is this how it is every night? I was like, I hope it's not, because this wouldn't be a fun place to work at, dude. Man. Jesus Christ.
The graveyard shift at a fucking ER vet, dude.
It was insane.
Well, that happened to us as well with our golden retriever.
What, Sandy?
Yeah, dude. One night she came into my room and was panting really heavy. She never came in my room at night. And she's laying on my bed just panting, dude. And it like woke me up, and I'm petting her, and I feel like a wet spot on her.
Ugh.
And I turn on the light, bro, and there's a fucking hole in her this big, dude. We have no idea what happened. It could have been a fucking coyote got her, or something got her, dude. We have these bear fucking raccoons out there. We don't even know what the fuck these things are, dog. Yeah, it's just like, it's the biggest fucking thing just sitting on the edge of a fence. It's like all yoked and shit.
It's all jacked.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck is that thing, dude? Like, they scare the shit out of me. So she's all fucked up. I run into my dad's room. I'm like, dude, Sandy's got a fucking hole in her, bro. We gotta take her to the vet. It's like 12 o'clock at night. We're calling fucking places. Same thing. One place isn't open. This place has got full capacity. We go to one place. There's like a fucking woman outside screaming. My dad, being the good saint he is like, hey, can we help you, ma'am? She's like, these guys are trying to get me to suck their dicks for a ride home and shit. My dad, dead serious, dude. My dad's like, well, come on with us, dude. Like, yeah, we like
could have done that here.
Yeah, we take her in the car. We're driving our fucking dead dog like around to these fucking ER vets. We like explain to this woman like, hey, our dog's dying in the back right now. Like, we'll drop you off at home afterwards.
Holy shit.
We find this vet, set it up, fucking get my dog in there. We're fucking driving this fucking prostitute around fucking Escondido in the middle of the night. Like, so where's your house at? And she's like, it's just the left up here. Like,
it's like
we like turn left there. She's like, turn right here. We're like, turn right. She's like, no, the left right here. My dad like, we're just driving in circles. My dad just stops the car. He's like, get the fuck out. It's so fucking crazy.
She's like, maybe I can see. Maybe
that's what she was. My dad was like, she was probably waiting for us to just be like, come home with us, dude. You can sleep in my bed, dude. Yeah, it was so bad, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was the most random night, but like, that's the first thing I thought was like, dude, it would suck ass to work at one of these fucking vets, dude.
Pretty much.
To see that kind of shit, dude. Like, yeah, dude, our dog, like, she was a young dog then. I think she might have been like 7 or 8, kind of getting old, but she was ghost white after that shit, dude. The amount of shock she went into. Yeah, dude.
I remember she was like, yeah.
It was fucked up, bro. It was fucked up. But she was a champ, dude. She survived that, dude.
Yeah, I feel like Choco's like, she hasn't really been the same ever since that shit happened, dog.
She was kind of lively last night.
She was, but
it was like fake.
She used to be insane.
Family around and shit. Like
she used to be crazy AF, dog. She just run up the walls and like just. She was a wild dog, bro. But now she's kind of just like a little more mature. She's like, I've seen the edge of the world. Like, I've stared into the eyes of fucking Jehovah. You're just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, so no, like real talk, dog. Like, we get her back at like 4:30 in the morning, and she looks like the Hunchback in her dog. It's like she couldn't like if she drank water, she'd like puke it up. So they like injected water like
gel
into her water, like into her body, like into her back. They just like pulled up her shoulder and like injected a bunch of water into her.
Shit, dude.
So that it would like absorb, but then she wouldn't have her upset stomach. And then she was on anti-nausea medicine.
Damn.
And it was insane. They're like, yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Did they ever say what it was, or like?
They're like, maybe she just got poisoned somehow. We're just like, okay, whatever. I don't know how that happened. But.
Yeah, it's like maybe there's a plant she's eating that just kind of
maybe. Long story short, I went to Yum Yum Donuts at 5 in the morning, and they had hot glazes and hot fucking maple bars, and I was like, just keep them coming. I was doing it. It was bad. And I had like 3-degree burns like on my lips and shit. I had to like call in this like sink the next day at work because my face was like burned. I was like, oh.
It's just your fucking lips were glazed, dude.
Yeah, I was like, it was so good, dude. I was like, oh my god.
A maple bar will send me on a fucking seizure to hell, dude.
It's so good.
That shit is so sweet, man.
Like, I love, dude. It was hot. The bread was like wet. It was like
Yum Yum's pretty damn fucking good.
That Yum Yum on East Valley Parkway is
so good. Dude.
It's fucking
Krispy Kreme to me. I feel has kind of killed it for me.
Krispy Kreme sucks, dick. Dude.
Everyone, and that's all they fucking get at my work. I ate like
they're not that good.
In the past year, we've had like 5 different boxes of Krispy Kremes with like glazes, and I just was like, yeah, I think I'm tapping on donuts, dude. Like
it's not that good.
No,
it's not that good.
I think I need Peterson's to bring me back, dude.
Peterson's, and then people shit on Peterson's. It's like. What do you get when you go there?
They probably get the Snickers fucking crazy shit.
It's like, bro, you go there and you're like, what's fresh? Okay, anyone who talks shit on Peterson's, just do this. Go there and ask them what's fresh and get the thing that's the least crazy that's fresh. Definitely. And it will be a good donut.
Hell yeah.
If you go there and you look at like the one that's on the floor and you're like, I want that one, and they're like, dog, like this shit's like
3 days, dude.
It's like this is like 6 weeks old. Like, how did you even see this? Like, it's like stuck to the bottom of his shoe. They're like, I want that one, and they eat it. They're just like, this tastes like shit. It's like, it's your fucking dumbass, dude. What are you doing?
There's something about donuts where the more classic the donut, the better it is. I think.
Like if you go to Peterson's and you get. The maple bar is a little much, but if you get like a regular chocolate donut,
glaze or a glaze,
a cinnamon twist
Fucking
or a
cinnamon
chocolate
twist.
round, they're godlike.
Yeah.
They're super good.
That's true. That is.
But if you
true.
go and order some like stupid ass bullshit, you get what you fucking ask for.
Jelly.
You're like, let me
some
get that
shit,
one.
dude.
It's like, which one? There's 2 here. He's like, I want the one. Like, they got which one? They got little labels. He's like, the stupid ass bullshit. Like, okay, here. And then you're like, this is stupid ass bullshit.
Yeah,
It's like,
what the fuck is this thing, dude?
it's like, well, you ordered stupid ass bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
you got stupid ass bullshit.
I forget which who it was talking about it, but like they were talking about like bacon on a burger. They're like Joey Diaz, dude. He's just like, dude, like people are just fucking. They just want more. They just can't. They never can have enough, dude. Like it's like fucking bacon, double burger, fucking avocado. He's like, what the fuck's going on, dude? Like sometimes I think simpler the better, but every once in a while you gotta spice it up.
I like, you know, my burger preferences. I like some crazy shit. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, sometimes.
Yeah, back to basics, bro. Back to start, dude.
I can eat anything. I taught myself.
I'm just a plain person. I'm like the worst fucking human being of existence, dude.
One day that'll go away.
Hopefully. Okay, so I hate ranch.
You have to try though.
I hate ranch,
You
right?
have to try.
I went to the dentist the other day just to get checked up to make everything was cool. Went to Rock On Pizza. Is that what it's called? Rock and Roll or Rock On? Or
Rock and Roll or some shit.
I thought it was a fucking White Stone, dude. I should have fucking asked, dude. I was like, hey, let me get those 2 white ones right there. Puts them in the oven. They come out. I take the first bite. It was pretty good. Okay. The second bite, it just shook my entire body, bro. And I look at it, and it's white shit like oozing out. There's no pizza sauce on it. And I'm like, hey, dude, what is this? He's like, chicken bacon ranch, dude. And I was so fucking mad. I was like, God damn it, I hate ranch. I was like, I'm so hungry, and I spent money. I'm going to eat these too. By the end of the second slice, bro, I was like trying not to throw up. I was like running out there like, oh, I was like, fuck, dude, thanks, dude. I was like, fucking shit, dude. I was like, yeah, that just confirms it, dude. I hate fucking ranch.
I love ranch, bro. I didn't used to like it, but now I'm like, it's bad. I'll put it on everything.
Oh, I fucking can't handle it. I did as a kid. I loved ranch and carrots. But one day I just fucking dipped one too many, and it was like,
yeah,
oh yeah, that's the last fucking ranch carrot I need, dude.
Like every 7 years, your like whole body like goes
through like a
a
weird change.
transformation, and your taste buds will change. Like when you're 21,
It's been happening. There's been a lot of things that I've been eating that I didn't like before, but there's something about fucking ranch.
I used to be a really picky eater. I was a notoriously picky eater, but when I went to Japan and ate the like,
You can't be picky.
It was when me and Chilang went and we stayed in a ryokan and we had to. I told myself, I was like, whatever they bring out,
you're just gonna eat it.
I'm gonna eat it no matter what. And I don't know if they were fucking with us or what, but they were bringing out like bowls of fucking raw fish heads and like natto. Have you ever had natto? No, you've never eaten that shit. No one has.
No.
You have to be a like native, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Like you have to be like a Japanese person to like eat natto and not just vomit. Like it is so disgusting. And I ate a whole bowl of that shit. And I was just like, I'm just gonna eat everything. And I ate the fish heads. I ate fucking everything. And after that, I kind of realized like there's something in all this food. Like you can be an uncultured like little bitch like your entire life, or you can just fucking
eat. Dude.
You can just when in Rome, do as the Romans do. You know what I mean? Like just fucking do it.
I feel you.
Just do it. And you know what? I enjoyed the meal, even though I ate the natto and I almost fucking threw up. It changed my like whole palate. It really did. Like it completely transformed me.
I can respect that.
And now like I can pretty much eat anything. I won't like. I might order it different than what it comes, but a lot of times I just order how it comes.
I got you.
And in the weird exotic situations, I'll just eat whatever it is. Like I don't really like ceviche, but if someone's like, "You want some ceviche on this like tostada or some shit," I'd be like, "Sure, man." Like I don't really like it, but I'll eat it. I can eat it.
Definitely.
Like I can eat it. I can eat.
I can respect that.
I'll fucking survive. Let's put it that way.
I can
like literally eat anything.
If I was in a different culture and I wanted to experience it, I think I could.
Well, I'll tell you this story. When we went to Evo, Japan, Asuka's family showed up there. Her uncle, her grandma, and the uncle's daughter, who's like a weeaboo, who like wanted to go to Japan for graduating high school.
Mm-hmm.
So Mickey Mikihito, or Mickey, he brought his stepdaughter to Japan for a graduation present.
Mm-hmm.
And the grandma was there, and we all went out to eat at this super fancy restaurant in Tokyo, right next to Tokyo Tower.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the nicest fucking restaurant I've ever been to. Like, it was really high.
Classy.
It was classy ass fucking bullshit, dog. Like, it was some, I don't know, her brother, Oscar's grandmother's brother who lives in Tokyo, like, flipped the bill. So I don't know how much it cost, but dude, bro, it was expensive.
I'm sure.
Fuck,
yeah,
bro.
dude.
It was super expensive. It was 11-course meal. And they brought it out, and I ate everything. And Asuka even turned her nose up to some of the shit. But the girl who was like the big weeaboo chick, who was like 18, just graduated high school.
Didn't eat anything.
She only ate one thing. And it was like...
disrespectful.
It was the most embarrassing shit. Like, I don't know. I doubt she'll ever watch this shit. But I was just like... I was like, this is like shameful, dude. You know what I mean? I was
like, that's a little fucked up. Dude.
I know. I was just like... You know, it just wasn't a good look. She didn't want to eat anything. There was raw. It was one plate, and then her plate of sashimi. It was like the best fucking sashimi. It was like these fat ass chunks of like prime time cuts of fish, and she didn't eat it. I was like, "Give me that fucking plate, bitch." I was like, "No one else is eating this shit but me." I was like, I fucking crushed both of ours. I ate half of her shit too.
That's so fucking crazy, dude.
I was just like, fuck it, dude. You don't want to eat this tofu soup? This shit's fucking OD. Like, give me that shit. I'll fucking eat that shit. It was so good. It was all so good. But if you just never let your mouth experience these tastes...
Or textures even sometimes.
Yeah,
tofu
man.
can be a little
it's
weird,
like, there's things where you can be like, oh, it's just gross. It's like, of course it's fucking gross. Because, like, it's different. You just gotta kind of suffer through these things. And in the long run, it's worth it. Because you kind of you appreciate these, like, I imagine it'd be like beer, you know, like I don't drink beer, but like some, like, you know, you're drinking like yeast shit pretty much. Like, that's what it is. Like,
I can't stand beer.
So like, I imagine that it tastes like shit at first, and eventually you kind of like acquire the taste. You know what I mean?
I wish that was the case for me, because fuck, I've drank so many beers and they all just taste like fucking rubber band water, dog. Okay. I just can't fucking do it, dude.
But you know, some people start to like,
people tell me that all the time. They're like, I like it with the meal, bro. Like, well, like, it's the best.
I can understand how that taste of complete and utter shit when you first taste it at some point will start to taste good,
better,
and you'll start to acquire and you start to like it, because there's like weird shit, bro. Like the Native Americans, like the fucking, you know, the Apaches' like favorite meal was like buffalo fucking liver raw. When you stab the fucking, or it was Comanches or some shit. You like stab the gallbladder and like squeeze the like juices out of it onto the raw piece of liver and eat it, and that was the best meal that they had. And you're like sitting there and you're just like,
that's intense.
What the fuck? Like, and that was like, this is like the Warriors meal. This is like the best of the best. Like, only the like guys who go there, only like the brave people who like go hunt the buffalo get to eat this raw.
It's like a reward.
It's like this, like it's their favorite, and you're just like, what the?
That's fucking crazy.
Like, dude. That is insane.
Wow.
Like, that is fucking insane. Yeah. So like, I don't know if I'm eating that shit, but like, who knows, man? You know, if someone's like, eat it, I might fucking do it. Just to be like, you know what?
I had a Chaldean friend who had like fucking bull testicles at his fucking party once.
No, I eat fucking bull.
And we ate that before, and it wasn't that bad. I could do that. No. I think my biggest problem with food is sauce. I don't like a lot of sauce. Like, even like A1 on a steak, I don't fucking put shit on a steak. I don't fuck with sauce.
Dude. I fucking love A1.
I like.
But how do you like meat?
Just meat.
But how do you
Salt,
like it cooked?
Pepper,
how do you like it cooked?
Medium rare.
Okay.
A little bit of fucking blood.
I like rare steak.
Me too. No. That's the way I was raised. I like to taste the steak.
And then there's some people
to taste the sauce,
who, dude, I mean? We were in Texas and we brought a bunch of meat from. We like butchered a steer earlier, and there's just a ton of meat at the fridge at the ranch, and like we've just been eating like kings for the last like 3 months. There's like 800 pounds of meat in this freezer. We just fucking going ham, bro. Dude. And we were there, and we were cooking this fucking godlike steaks, dude. And I'm like, hey, I want my stuff like pretty rare. So like we're pulling. I had a steak, and I pulled it off like super early, and I was eating it rare. And my uncles and my cousins were like, dude, like, what are you doing? I was like, this shit's fucking godlike. It was like super,
dude.
It was like just seared, and the whole middle was like rare, and I was just fucking going in, and it was so good. And they're like, keep cooking mine, keep cooking mine, keep cooking mine, keep cooking mine, and I was like, bro, like you're not
gonna taste it.
I was like, bro, this shit's gonna be shitty as fuck. And he got it, and he had to like. He did he had to like cut like one little piece off and like chew it for like 30 minutes. I'm like, bro, you're eating like fucking shoe leather,
like
bro.
Hydrating it in water and shit.
What the fuck are you doing?
People like that.
I know, and I'm just like, I guess, but fuck, man, you gotta, dude, raw fucking, not raw, but like rare steak is
fucking amazing.
It's so much better.
Amazing.
It's so much better. It's just way better.
That's what the people don't get though too. Like a French dip, au jus.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, the people don't
use au jus. Like
you
don't. Oh, it's all blood. No, motherfucker, it's au jus, dog. Like it's a flavor, brother.
Yeah,
like
it's good.
Yeah, I love rare steak, dude.
I don't know. I'm not like the most like cultured person. I haven't like ate everything, but I do like to like
experience something.
I like to have different experiences other than the like.
I respect that, dude.
Same shit. And sometimes I regret it. I'm like,
oh, fuck yeah, dude.
And then sometimes I'm really not. One time me and Oscar went to Fish House Veracruz, and I was like looking at the menu, and I found like the best thing to eat, and I was like, this is gonna be so good. And Oscar's like, I want a shrimp cocktail. I'm like, babe, there's no shrimp cocktail here. What are you talking about? She's like, it's right here. I'm like, that's not what you think it is. She's like, it's fried shrimp. I'm like, no, it's not
shrimp.
I was like, it's
cocktail sauce.
I was like, it's like a weird bath of like tomato sauce and like avocado and like onions and cilantro and just like shrimp like thrown in a big bowl. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, all right, order shrimp cocktail and get fucked. And so she orders it, and it comes out, and she's like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, babe, that's a shrimp cocktail. Yeah. She's like, I thought it was gonna be fried with like cocktail sauce.
Coconut shrimp.
I'm like, what are you, like a fucking baby? I was like, we're at a fucking real restaurant. They don't have.
It's a fish house, bro.
Yeah, they don't have fucking popcorn. Fucking jackass. And then she's like, she took a bite, and she's like, oh, I can't eat it. And my food was like, I literally ordered like heaven on earth, and she's like, can I have yours? And I was just like, sure, babe. And I was really not feeling that shrimp cocktail. I ate the entire thing, bro. And I was like sick as a dog.
Fuck yeah.
And I walked out, and we were walking to my car, and I just puked in this bush, and I just was like, she's like, what happened? I'm like, nothing, like nothing at all. Just, the fuck? I was just.
So you tell me that shrimp cocktail is a waste of time, dude.
I've eaten shrimp cocktails and liked it before, but I don't know why it hit me. But I still ate the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I feel you.
I ate the whole thing. I paid for it, and you know what? It is what it is.
You're better for it.
I don't know if I'm better for it, but I fucking ate it. You know what I mean?
I think shrimp can be a little strange sometimes. I love shrimp. My dad makes it where he doesn't even cook the shrimp. He just pours lime all over it, and the citrus cooks it. Fuck, bro.
That's pretty good.
Oh, it was with a little butter and garlic too, dude.
Yeah. I think that's what they.
Shrimp scampi, is that what it's called? I'm 100% sure. That was something new that I tried that I fucking loved, dude. I was like, wow, I in a million years never thought I'd like that.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing, dude. Shout outs to crustaceans, dude. Fucking crab, shrimp, lobster, dude. I fucking love all those bottom feeders, dude.
I think lobster, I think crab's kind of like overrated.
It's hit or miss, I feel like.
I like it, but I just don't like the time it takes.
It
takes up a whole plate.
It's an event, dude.
And it's a tiny amount of food.
And you're hungry as fuck.
And you're just like, yeah. Like at a buffet, it's like, do I really want to spend my whole time just sitting here like
cracking
open fucking lobster legs? Like, I like lobster though, but
I do like lobster.
I like it a lot. I wish you could get it like deboned and shit. If you could just get a plate full of like de-chucked lobster fucking meat and just like
fucking
go in, bro, I'd be so into that shit. Or not lobster, but crab.
Yeah,
crab. Well, I'm talking about crab legs. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Lobster's good.
Lobster's good.
I like lobster. I think crab's a little better than lobster, but I don't like the process.
Definitely.
I don't like how long it takes.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, every once in a while, like, it's fun and it's good.
It's an adventure, right?
It's good. But like at the end of the day, it's not a lot of food and it's kind of expensive.
Yep. It's a little overpriced, I think, but
if someone else makes it though, like I'm down.
Oh fuck yeah.
Sometimes like I don't know, every once in a while my mom used to cook a bunch of crab legs and I'd be like, fuck yeah, and I just eat it. You know, you get the butter and you fucking go in. But like, I don't want to cook it. I'm like ass bitch.
You know, it's a weird thing too because they're like kind of gross and shit.
They're nasty
like,
animals.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you're like, I gotta cook this fucking right, dude. Like, you don't want to fuck that up. I feel like, dude.
Yeah, well, she was good at cooking it. She
that's good. Well, that's why I don't cook it. It's like I don't know enough about this shit.
It's weird how you cook those types of animals like alive.
Yeah, why is that though?
They don't
to
even
keep the meat better or something.
They don't feel it. Supposedly they're so like.
Does
primitive.
the meat rot fast maybe or something? Like I don't even fucking know, dude.
They might as well keep them alive, right?
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, dude.
I don't know. I think that's why. I think it's just like they don't want to. It's less overhead if something, you know, like if you have meat, you can't finish it all before it goes bad.
I feel you. That makes sense.
You know, like restaurants already operate on such like small margins that like any little thing you can
save a buck on.
Save it. Yeah, you can keep the crab alive or the lobster alive until you eat it. Then it just stays good until it gets eaten. Like it's just money saved at the end of the day. Instead of like, oh, we didn't get this eaten before it went south, and then you get
sort of like fucking
bar
rescue where they're just like throwing out vats of like fucking good food.
Dude, that show's fucking epic, dog.
Dude, that show is pretty epic.
I like that.
My God, I'm afraid to fucking eat places sometimes. I'm like,
what the fuck is that? There's like a dead like
a
rat
fucking animal. Yeah, he's like the best, dude.
I watched one episode though where like he was just fabricating fucking problems. Like the place was actually pretty good.
He's like, look at this rock. He like takes it out of his pocket, like throws it on the ground. Like,
no, I'm serious. Like it wasn't that bad comparatively, and like there had to be some drama. So like whenever they did the stress test, like they were actually handling it pretty good. And he just started like fucking shit up. He just like knocked down a whole plate of food. He's like, make it again. And they're like, what? They're like, he's like, you're falling behind, you fucking douchebags. They're like, what the fuck?
Fucking.
He's like, I'm calling into this shit. They're like, everyone's like, hey, we're having a good time. And he's like,
I said over easy. She's like, throws the plate on the fucking shit. You're like, oh my God.
It was so funny. I was like, dude, he's like sabotaging.
That one's pretty fucking godlike.
He's like sabotaging these people. They're like doing a good job. Shit was funny.
Gotta keep it entertaining, bro. Like you can't fucking win all the time, dude.
But I always thought it was. I always kind of liked that show.
I like that show, and I liked. Have you seen the one where it's like Hell's Kitchen, but it's like on wheels, and he like goes into places like undercover and like eats like their worst meal, and like fucking takes his disguise off and just starts talking shit, dude. I forget what it's called, dude. It's the best fucking Gordon Ramsay show, though, dude.
It's Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, and he goes in with like it's like a local spot that used to be hot and popping, and they like start losing their passions, and they like start making like microwave food and shit. And he'll go in with like firefighters and like dress up like a firefighter, and they all like order food, and he like just eats the worst fucking shit there, stands up, takes his disguise off, and like just starts fucking calling people out like right there. You're like, what the fuck is going on,
what
dude?
The fuck?
It's actually pretty sick,
that
dude.
show sounds badass, dude.
But they have like 24 hours, and they fucking like change the whole planet, like the design of the place and the menu, and he like teaches them how to cook and like not use a fucking microwave. It's like the fucking best shit.
That's
dude.
epic.
Like,
no, it's kind of weird how like
cutting corners sometimes, dude. It's like
there's this one place in Van Horn, which is like the little Texas fucking town that's near the ranch, and there was this restaurant that like it used to be a hotel, and it used to have like a restaurant, and then like it kind of just became a hotel. There was like run down, and they remodeled it. It's like a historic. It's like over 100 years old.
Historic landmark.
So like it's kind of like a historical place. And then they like brought in some chef to like make a new menu at the restaurant, and it actually was like super good. But it's never changed since that original overhaul. So like the menu is still pretty good, but like it's the same shit. And it's like, bro, how many times can I eat like pistachio chicken? Like,
yeah,
you gotta bring another guy in. You gotta bring another guy in and just do something else, because that would probably make more people come in.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, what are we doing here? This is the same fucking thing for the past, like, you know what I mean?
Well, like, if it's not broke, don't fix it, though, right, bro?
I mean, I guess.
No, I know.
That's what Blue Origin is.
But food's a whole different thing, because it's like art, bro. Are you going to go to the fucking same place and see the same art picture every day? You know what I mean? Are you going to go to the same museum and look at the same picture? It's like, No, you want to go to different galleries and see different fucking artists, dude.
Yeah, I mean, there's something like there's comfort food, right? Where you're just like, I just want to eat this like thing.
Chicken and mashed potatoes.
Like if I could get the major market Chinese food, like
Chef Special,
circa fucking 2007 Chef Special, I would kill someone to get a pint of that shit, and I would do my time, and it'd be worth it, dude. Like. That was like my favorite thing to eat.
I know. We went to World Market the other day. I told her,
like, they don't have it anymore.
It's not even the same
it's
shit.
It's like
dude.
fucking Italian food.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Dude. So like that Chef Special chicken it's essentially the same thing as Pickup Sticks house chicken, but
way better.
It was so good.
I don't like Pickup Sticks house chicken.
Pickup Sticks house chicken was kind of like it. It's the same style of food, but this was just better.
It was.
It was so much
There's
better.
Something about Pickup Sticks. I ate it once, bro. I was like sick afterwards.
And fucking orange juice coming. And so what was I gonna say? Yeah, so like I love that type of food, right? But at the same time, it's like I wish some of these menus would like just redo them and put new shit on there. I mean, who knows? Maybe it would just be shitty and we'd be complaining about that.
Right.
But, you know, maybe you need to leave the option for someone to be like, you still got the, like, old menu. Or at least add something to the menu.
Definitely. Change it up. A new flavor. Instead of pistachio chicken, do cashew chicken, dog.
Maybe that is what it was. Cashew chicken. Yeah, not pistachio. What the fuck am I talking about? But, yeah,
sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, boys. I think Megan just got here and like dropped off groceries. My bad. Just didn't bring these in. I have no idea what's going on right now. Maybe we should end it right here, bro.
Okay. Well, fuck it. What are we, an hour and 15 in?
Yeah, that's not bad actually.
Good times.
Good times, Rico.
Later, home.
Thank you for the barbecue last
Should
night.
have got here sooner, dude.
That's all good.
Sorry for wasting your time with that.
It's all good, bro. All right. One more in the bag. One more in the bags, boy.
Oh, stop it. Oh, my back. Coughs, my back.